can't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Keyzie here, and Mogey as well. No Hoity J today for Thursday, the 3rd of August. It's 2 minutes past 4 o'clock, by the way. Mike, how are you?
Oh, well, I'm amazing. We can feel the collective dejection of the audience, can't they? When, they're waiting for 4 o'clock to roll around and old Hoity J's booming, dulcet tones to echo across the airwaves, and then in comes the nasally whine from Keyzie, and they're just crestfallen.
My voice isn't
This
that
is what
nasally.
I've been looking forward to all day, and it's Keyzie and Mogey.
The old Keyzie and Mogey show. Jase
It's got a ring to it.
It does have a good ring to it.
Yeah.
And if it goes well, this could be the norm. Jase is currently away learning lines and filming for, I think it's a feature. He said something about playing The Wizard of Schnoz.
Yeah, that's right.
He's playing the lead role in that. Apparently it's good because they don't have to give him prosthetics and things. So he will be back tomorrow, however, and tomorrow we are doing the show from Hamilton because we are going to the darts. More on that later on. Also, a huge show coming up. Of course, What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue in 2.5 hours' time. That's my favourite segment.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it too. I watched an episode of a show last night, and I am just jacked to be talking about it.
Oh, can't wait, mate. And, of course, the 90s Till Now countdown starts in a few weeks' time, so if you'd like to win yourself an instant record collection, I suggest you stay listening. In the meantime, let's get into some tunes. Pulp, Common People, 3483 is the number to text if you need anything.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Pulp, Common People on Radio Hodaki, 9 minutes past 4 with Keyzie and Minogue. Hoity J not here right now. He is filming today. We'll be back tomorrow. He's got the lead role in The Hunchback of Nostral Dame. But right now it is time for...
The Big Poll.
Big poll today is a doozy. Mogey.
She's a ripper, mate. She's a ripper. And this one sort of divides relationships and friendships, especially in cars. If you're in a car, if you've got to share a little bit of food there, if you go into the drive-thru and you get in, generally it's a chicken nuggie.
Yeah.
It's a nuggie. What sauce are you going with? You're going to go with sweet and sour?
Yeah.
Or are you going to go with barbecue?
And I don't think there's a middle ground between these two because ketchup's for chips.
Yes. But then there's certain types of chips. If I get takeaways, if I'm going to Burger King there, and I get chips, I will never have tomato sauce or ketchup with those chips.
Why not?
I just always have them dry as they come.
Right. Have you ever tried it with ketchup?
No, I don't think. Oh, I'm sure I did, but it just doesn't seem worth the mess for me. I don't know.
Nuggets, because having had this happen to me before, when you go through the drive-thru and you get your nuggets and then you get home and then you realise they haven't given you your barbecue sauce.
Yeah, right.
That ruins the entire meal for me.
Yeah,
I may as well
right.
throw the lot in the bin.
Because you're saying off air that whenever that happens, that you shove you tell your missus there she has to go back down there and get them, and don't come back. And by the time she gets back, oftentimes you've eaten them anyway.
Yeah. Well, actually, the only issue with that, true story, is that I only eat fast food when my wife's not there.
When she's, that's a smart way to go, because she is away at the moment, isn't she?
Yeah, so I had it last night.
And last night, what did you have?
DK.
Yeah, what did you have?
Heaps of it. 2 burgers and nuggies.
And some nuggies.
Yeah, with barbecue sauce. So I'm Team Barbie.
Yeah.
And so what team are you?
I'm sweet and sour. I've always been sweet and sour. I will put sweet and sour on quite a lot of different burgers and things.
Right.
And try and get that flavour through. But barbecue, there's just something wrong about it.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but it's a massive turn off for me.
If
I broke up my second marriage because she was into barbecue sauce.
It's a literal turn off.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
100%.
Because anything, in my experience, anything with barbecue sauce on it is the best. So if you get a meat lover's pizza, it has to have barbecue sauce.
Absolutely cannot eat it.
A beef and bacon burger has to have barbecue sauce on it.
So I wouldn't even eat it.
You're right. Right.
Not because of the meat, because I'm a vegan, but because of the barbecue sauce.
Are you still vegan?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you just eat a pie?
Yeah.
What flavour?
Steak and mince.
Steak and mince, right. Have your say, New Zealand. Give us a text on 3483. We've got BK vouchers on offer. You can also vote at the Hodaki Instagram story, which is up right now. In the meantime, an absolute throbber, Van Halen, Panama, the Hodaki Big Show.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Panama, Van Halen on the Hodaki Big Show. It is 15 minutes past 4 with Mogey and Keyzie. Hoity J back tomorrow. He is filming today. Just got a message from him. I had it wrong. He's actually playing Willie Honker.
Oh,
Yeah. So he'll definitely be back tomorrow, though.
Sure.
We're right in the middle of another big poll. Today's big poll, which is up at the Hodaki Big Show Instagram story. When you dip in your sauce there, do you want barbecue sauce or do you want sweet and sour? I'm barbecue, Mogey, you're sweet and sour.
I am.
A lot of texts on 3483. Someone here suggesting that they're both terrible and you should have ranch dip. Ranch
is always a bit bland, isn't it?
massively bland.
Yeah.
It's on salad, isn't it?
Yeah, not the goer.
Someone from South Africa claims that they call barbecue sauce monkey gland sauce.
And that's true, actually. Origins in South Africa has been featured as a restaurant item since the 1930s.
Wow, I thought it was American.
Used on everything from grilled steaks and burgers to a marinade, a dipping sauce for onion rings, Keyzie,
Yeah?
fries,
Yeah.
nuggies,
Yum.
or roasted potatoes.
Yeah. So monkey gland sauce.
So that's good eating.
See, I didn't know how they made it. I hope that's just a nickname for it and they're not squeezing
I'm sure.
it. Yeah. Someone here says a true gentleman will dip their nuggies into sweet and sour, unlike those filthy swines who go with barbecue. Shame on them.
Yeah. Look, for me, it's just as soon as there's barbecue sauce on something, and a lot of it is for pizza. Like you're talking about the meat lovers. It is just so sweet.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So that comes back to me not liking anything really sweet. No sweet vegetables. I don't like kumara or pumpkin or peas.
Oh, so that's why you eat your
Nothing
little
sweet.
your Tupperware of oats every day because
That's
it's
right.
tasteless and
That's
bland.
right. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. But that's got sweet and sour sauce in it.
Yeah, I
On
thought
my
it was-
oatmeal.
I thought it was yogurt and stuff.
Nah, and sweet and sour.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
a few
good, is it?
packets of that. That is good eating.
Wait, so you don't like barbecue because it's too sweet, but you'll eat sweet and sour.
But it's got the sour, hasn't
Oh,
it? You see what I mean?
yeah,
You
true.
see the difference there?
You know what I just realised? Last time I ordered a pizza, I ordered barbecue meat lovers with extra barbecue sauce.
Did you?
I regretted it.
Did you?
Because one time I ordered the pizza and it came with not enough sauce on it. And I was like, don't want that to happen again. Can I have extra barbecue? And they friggin' drowned it.
Yeah.
And even a barbecue lover like me, it was almost too much.
Well, you just said it was too much.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah,
And I was doing the math in my head. I reckon I ate like a cup and a half of barbecue sauce or something.
So you still ate it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good,
Keyzie, yeah. So you had a meat lovers. I thought you were strictly Hawaiian.
Well, to be honest, you know what's made me go... This was the last time I ordered a pizza. So Hawaiian is me frozen pizza, right?
Yeah.
Ever since we've been taking the mickey out of me eating Hawaiian frozen pizzas, I've eaten more of them.
Yeah.
For some reason, it puts it into my brain.
Yeah.
And so now I'm a big Hawaiian guy because of the show.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Do you put barbecue sauce on a Hawaiian pizza?
Oh, my God.
Now I've put that in your head.
Oh, my God.
Keyzie.
Stop putting so many things in my head. Sounds delicious. Barbecue for red meat, sweet and sour for white meat.
Ah.
Fair enough.
Don't cross streams.
Yeah, sweet and sour pork.
Nah, I don't like sweet and sour pork. Okay, so no one's allowed it.
It's the Strokes last night. You're on the Hodaki Big Show.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
It is the Hodaki Big Show. The Black Keys, Lonely Boy, Keyzie and Mogey here. Hoity J back tomorrow. He's currently filming. Speaking of filming, actually, Mogey,
Yeah.
after the show tonight, going to the old movies there with a couple of friends.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go see Oppenheimer.
Oh.
See what all the fuss is about, you know. However, the issue is my wife's currently away. She's down south, and the friends I'm going with are a couple. So I'm going to be third wheeling quite hard third wheeling.
Yeah.
And it's not really a situation I've been, and especially going to the movies, like that's quite a romantic, you know, it's almost a date night activity.
Well, not really, man, because normally if you're going to, if it was true date night, you'd probably go dinner first and then a movie.
Oh no, we are going to dinner first. Yeah, we're doing dinner first.
So, yeah, that's about as third wheel as you get.
But my whole thing was, look, I've known these guys for ages, like 6 or 7 years. I know them both really well.
Yeah, you've been biding your time, eh?
What? No, but I know them really well, so I could hang out with him for
You've
ages.
worked out how they operate.
I could hang out with him one-on-one. I could hang out with his partner one-on-one.
How would he feel about that?
Well, he wouldn't care.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so... But
Things are looking good for old Keyzie there.
So what I'm thinking is, you know, I've hung out with them all together, you know, surely...
In more ways than one.
No, this third wheel situation isn't really a third wheel situation.
It's only a third wheel situation if it's a bike and you've got a third wheel over there. It sounds like you guys are operating a trike.
Yeah, Yeah.
It sounds like a trike.
Yeah, you could say it's a tricycle because we're all good friends.
Yeah,
I mean, sure.
we're operating smoothly together as one.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing anyway. But my thing is, I am a bit worried. I haven't been in a third wheel situation like that, especially
come on.
dinner and a movie. I've never done this.
Oh, you normally skip to dessert. I'd just ask, how did it come about that you got invited to the dinner and the movie? Because it feels like...
It was my idea.
Yeah. What did they say? So like, oh, hey, mates, what are you guys up to tomorrow night? I'm feeling a bit lonely. And they said, oh, well, I'd love to catch up, but we've got dinner and a movie. What movie? Can I come?
No, what movie? Oh, Barbie. Oh, because I'd really like to go see Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Why don't we change
Where are you going to eat? Oh, probably something fancy. What about Burger King?
Why don't we go to Burger King instead?
Yeah,
and we all go together.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't exactly how it happened, but it doesn't really matter how it came about. What I'm worried about is being in this third wheel situation and how to act so that it doesn't get too third wheel and awkwardy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you've got any advice, have you ever been in that situation? Or have you ever been in a situation where you've got a third wheel with you?
Well, actually, yeah, I've got some advice, man. I think maybe we'll come back for it.
Is it that good?
Well, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it, and I don't want this to blow out.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think how I'm going to phrase it for you, man.
Right.
Because it's not going to be pretty.
Right, well, maybe we just flag it then. Maybe we just flag it and move on, shall we?
I think you need to hear it, Keyzie.
Oh, God.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
It is the Hodaki Big Show, 4:37 this Thursday afternoon. Keyzie and Mogey here, Hoodie J away filming today.
It's a shame, isn't it? But it's a bloody good role. They're doing a remake of the Guillermo del Toro scary movie. It was bloody good movie, Crimson Beak.
Oh, he'd be perfect for that.
Oh, really good.
Wow, that's massive. And he'll be back tomorrow, though, right?
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
He's going to nail that. By the way, that tune from the Cranberries, Zombie, that is off their 1994 album.
Have you heard that song before, man?
No Need to Argue. Yes.
That is a ripper.
I have heard. That's
so
I reckon
good.
that might be the third time I've heard it.
It's about zombies, eh?
Yeah.
Scary.
That will definitely be featuring in our 90s Till Now countdown, which starts in a few weeks. If you'd like to vote for that countdown and also maybe you get yourself an entire vinyl collection, text the word song to 3483. Now,
do T's and C's apply?
T's and C's do apply.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and the full list is up at hodaki.co.nz, just out of curiosity. Now, Mogey, I'm going on a bit of a third wheel situation tonight, going to the movies, going for dinner beforehand as well, and I'm not the one in the couple, I am the third wheel.
Yes.
And you said you had some advice for me to not make it weird, which is what I'm after.
I mean, It is a bit of a tough one because essentially you've just gate crashed somebody's special occasion.
Well, it's not,
and they
special.
don't want you there. And
No,
so
they
what you're
do.
going to have to try and do, especially given what the outcome is that you're after,
What, just to
later
watch a
in the
movie?
evening, you're going to have to. Yeah, it's a tricky one. You're walking a bit of a tightrope here. So first of all, I'd say make sure after dinner that you go and pay. You pay the bill. You
as
pay
a way
for
of saying,
everybody.
like, thank you.
Well, as a way of she'll think that you're a big time, big spender, big radio DJ.
Right,
I'm
but-
assuming they don't listen to the show,
No,
so
they
you'll be
hate
able
the
to,
show.
you'll be able to lie to them and say that you're a big time radio DJ with heaps of cash.
Once again, I'm trying not to make it weird. So
And
will that make it
if
weird?
you just pay for it, she'll be like, "Ooh la la, this guy is
I'm not trying to break them
this
up.
guy's cool."
Right.
And then it'll just get her thinking. You know what I mean? And it'll probably get him thinking as well. I don't know.
Well, I don't really want them thinking.
And so you just want them both thinking is what you want.
I'd prefer
and
they
then
were
you go
thinking.
along to the movie there, and then you order. Again, you'll be ordering. So anything that you want, guys. I really appreciate you letting me be the punishing third wheel, bit of a loser.
Do I refer to myself like that?
Deadbeat, yeah, because you also want sympathy. Sympathy
Why?
as
I just
well.
wanna just go
you know?
along
So
and-
that's what you want from her is sympathy, and she'll feel sorry for you. She'll have pity on you,
Right.
like a lot of people do. And so then they can buy whatever they want. Just make sure they get popcorn. Make sure they get popcorn.
What?
Okay. Then you go in there, and as you get to your seats there, you've got your seats. You lead the way first
Right.
of all, and then you let her in first.
Right.
And then you immediately go second.
What? So I sit
You
in the
immediately
middle.
go second. So now you're sitting in the middle.
See, that's
okay?
weird. I don't want to be
And
weird.
then you can just sort of make a joke out of it. Hey, guys, rose between two thorns.
Oh, that's funny, actually.
See between two
No,
bees.
I'm not making that joke. I'm once again.
And then the movie starts, all right? Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Oh. And then you sort of go, oh, anybody else feeling tight? Ah! And you put an arm around each of them.
But right, see, that's
around
weird.
each of them.
I feel like that's weird.
Well,
Why both
they'll
of
let
them?
you know. Well, because
Right.
you don't know at this point why
Right.
they've got you there.
Right.
Could be his idea, it could be her idea.
Well, no, there's no idea.
And so
it was
then
my
the other
idea.
then once you've had that sort of going for a while, and the movie's been going for a little bit there, what you want to do is you want to put a little hole.
What? No,
Put a little
don't.
hole.
Where? No, don't say put a hole in the popcorn.
No,
I'm
not the popcorn
What?
and the Coke. You put a hole in the Coke. That feels. Yeah.
Right, cheers, mate. And this won't make it awkward.
And then it'll be all good. And then in the movie, I don't want to ruin it for you. There's a bit where they finally set the bomb off because the spoiler alert, he does set the atomic bomb off, and it goes. It's a very quiet, very tense moment in the movie.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Then you see the bomb go off, but it's completely silent. And at that point, you let rip with a massive Keyzie. And then at that point, man, you've done all the work you can. And it should be a slam dunk from there.
By massive Keyzie, do you mean a fart? Because isn't that a Mogey? Do a big old Mogey. Thanks, mate. It's going to be great. Not awkward
I'm
at
looking
all.
forward to hearing how it goes tomorrow.
I'll definitely tell you all about it.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
It's 11 minutes to 5 on the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie and Mogey. Hoity J is off filming today. He will be back on deck tomorrow. That's Modest Mouse, by the way. Float on. Now, Mogey, there is a massive weekend coming up, 18th and 19th of August. 19th, by the way, that's my birthday. Beervana is happening down at the old Cake Tin in Wellington.
Yeah.
We're going to be going down there and doing a live show on the Friday from Beervana.
That's right.
Which is going to be pretty damn hectic. Basically, it's 2 nights of epicness. You've got some of the beers from around the country from the best brewers. You've got amazing food, live music. It's all thanks to Liquorland, and tickets are available at beervana.co.nz. However, we've got a prize on offer. You can enter at hodaki.co.nz to win 3 mates to Beervana. That is you and 2 mates with free flights from anywhere in New Zealand to get down there and join us.
That's a bloody good prize, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, considering it's literally 2 days in a stadium celebrating beer.
Drinking beers, yeah. And it is weird as well because obviously you're going to be drinking responsibly, Keyzie.
Oh, I will.
And I just want to be very, very clear about that from now because, people would think when, they've got the tagline Beervana is a mind-bending experience that you might be drinking excessively. And I just want to point out that it's all about drinking responsibly. The gates open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. and there's 2 days of
12
it.
hours.
Yeah. So I know that there's massive queues right from the start because it's hugely popular, but I would suggest not having a beer until after 5 p.m.
Oh, yeah, for the last 2?
Yeah.
So have a few Fantas in there.
And just a couple of Fantas.
That's a good
and
idea.
some hamburgers and that.
Well,
and
I mean, I'm not going to anywhere on the Friday because we'll be doing the show. And
that's right.
I'm not going to do the show after having a beer.
And you've got your birthday the next day, as you've been banging on about.
The 19th?
Yeah, on the 19th there. And
Pretty
you don't want to
excited.
be feeling all Keyzied and hungover on your birthday, do you,
Right,
mate?
nah. Well, I wouldn't mind feeling Keyzie because I am Keyzie, and as far as I'm concerned, feeling Keyzie means feeling good.
Yeah, well, it does, man, and that's because you drink responsibly.
Exactly. But we're going to be down there, and if you would like to as well, head to hodaki.co.nz and enter. Once again, it's you, not with 1 mate, bloody 2 mates.
That's so good.
Crazy,
It's
man.
like your spare wheel situation, Keyzie. You should try and win it and go
it's
with those
just-
2 mates of yours from tonight.
Let's just play a song
Go on,
and
have a go and a few beers there, and next thing you know, old
Yeah, David Bowie, Suffragette City, what a tune.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
It is 6 minutes to 5 o'clock on the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie and Mogey. Bit of David Bowie there, Suffragette City. Coming up after 5 o'clock, I've got 2 things for you.
Yeah.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh.
Nah, it's not hot. And also a request from you. I need a favour from you. If that's
Okay,
all right.
sure. Well, you can ask.
Yeah, it's to do with Jase and him being my agent
Oh, yeah.
and basically me not being too happy about what he's doing.
Oh, he's working hard, though.
Is he though? Well,
yeah.
look, we'll get into that after 5 o'clock. In the meantime, don't forget 3483 is the number to text. And if you text song to 3483 as well and vote in the 90s till now countdown, which is coming up in a few weeks, you could win an instant vinyl collection. All that and more coming up after 5.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, it is the big show with Keyzie and Mogey. No Hoity J today. He is doing some filming for a massive production that's coming out. Mike, you thought it was Guillermo del Toro's...
Crimson Beak.
Crimson Beak. Actually, I just had a text from him because he's listening. He said it's not Crimson Beak. He's actually playing the lead role in Del Toro's new film, Pinocchio.
Oh, yeah, cool, man.
Apparently he's doing a withered version of Pinocchio, whatever that is.
Yeah, right.
And obviously they'll use Jase once Pinocchio's told about 1,000 lies.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So, but we also have the big poll happening at the moment, which is what's your favourite dipping sauce, sweet and sour or barbecue?
This one's got awards written all over it.
Mate, that's radio right there.
That's good poll, actually.
It is the biggest poll ever. If you'd like to vote on it, Hodaki Big Show's Instagram story. Also coming up next.
Can I win anything if I vote on that, man?
Yeah, sure. BK vouchers.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Actually,
cool.
that's a good point. We've
Thanks,
got BK
man.
vouchers, man.
Yeah.
Text us at any point on 3483. Coming up next, a bit of agency chat because I'm not really happy with Jase being my agent, and seeing as he's not here, I wouldn't mind changing that. Also, of course, in an hour and a half's time, what's on TV with Mogey? Can't bloody wait.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Tune. The Foo Fighters on the Hodaki Big Show. It is 7 minutes past 5. You've got Keyzie and Minogue here. Hoity J filming today. We'll be back tomorrow. And actually, Mike, I wouldn't mind taking advantage of the fact that Jase isn't here.
Yeah.
He's been my agent for about 6 months now.
Feels like longer.
Oh, it feels like really, really a long time. He hasn't really got me any decent roles. He's got me a lot of offers. And basically, the reason I wanted to have a chat to you is you're in film and TV equally as much as he is. I wouldn't mind seeing what you'd be like as an agent instead.
Sure.
Now, this is based on the fact, and I've written down a few of the last roles that he's actually got for me. I'm just not happy.
First of all, let me say I'm not comfortable having this conversation, but you've come to me and I'll keep it confidential.
Right, okay, yeah, that would be good, actually.
Yeah. You know how he gets.
Oh, yeah, Jase, yeah, big time. Gets his nose out of joint. Here are the roles that he's gotten me over the past few months. Yesterday, he got me a role, apparently, where we're going to do an audition tape for Naked and Afraid, which we're going to film me nude in a park in the middle of Auckland, and you guys would throw bugs on me and hit me with branches.
Yeah.
And so that's not even a paid role, that's just an audition tape.
Yeah.
Before that,
you got to be hungry, though, Keyzie, you know?
Oh, I'm starving. That's like I'm hungry.
You're hungry and naked.
Well, speaking of
and
naked...
afraid.
Speaking of naked, the last one he got me before that was a softcore porn scene. He reckoned it would really launch my career, except I wasn't actually in the scene. I was just a pervert watching from the cupboard.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So, like...
I thought you were a fluffer on that.
Was I?
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, maybe I was.
Maybe both. Yeah.
Oh, hopefully.
Maybe, because I think there was something about it. They wanted to have some sort of a comedy. I vaguely remember it. They just wanted somebody in the cupboard with a massive honker sticking out the door.
Oh, well, wouldn't they get you for that?
Nah.
Before that, he got me a role as a corpse floating in a creek, which is, I was like, face down.
Face down.
Naked.
Yeah.
And also, it had to be filmed, it wasn't any special effects, it was filmed in Southland near a glacier.
Yeah.
So I would have been pretty much frozen. Apparently, filming was going to take 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah.
Before that...
Until you got it right.
Or even once I got it right, I think. That was the bare minimum. Before that, he said he'd get me a job as a zombie in The Last of Us, a background zombie. Apparently, I was perfect because I wouldn't need any makeup. You know what I mean? Like, what's that supposed to do for my self-esteem as an actor?
Nah, but that's the thing, man. It's like oftentimes you need to get people in there. Nowadays, it's all changed. Like, you can't have people acting. You need people to be the role.
Right.
So, you know, it's you can't have someone playing a plumber. They need to be a plumber.
Yeah, well, that's right.
You can't have somebody, you know, pretending to be an incredible musician. They need to be an incredible musician.
Right.
You can't have somebody, you know, pretending and made up to look horrendous. They need to look horrendous. You know?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, now I get it. Totally. He got me a job producing The Big Show in Studio B. And I'm like, well, I'm already part
Was that
of
him?
Yeah, he got me that job. I'm
Wow.
already part of The Big Show, and he was suggesting that I go in there, do a bit of work in Studio B, and eventually earn my way to being part of a real show.
Right.
But I was like, I'm already part of the show.
Yeah.
And then after that, well, because I wasn't happy with that, so I turned that one down. So he got me a job producing Maggie Barry's local weekend show in Rotorua from midnight till dawn.
That's right.
See, these are
How
not...
did that go?
Well, I didn't go for it, because I've got a job in radio already.
Yeah.
And then one that really annoyed me.
She's good value, though, Maggie.
Oh, yeah, I know.
She'll beat you into shape, man.
Well, I don't need beating. She's a national treasure, I know, Maggie Barry. But one of them that really wound me up was he said he's got me a gig mowing the lawns of a well-known New Zealand actor and producer. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then it turns out it was you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's not a role. That's just him getting me to mow your lawn because you don't have a lawnmower.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So
I thought you'd be better than the neighbour.
Well, these are the roles he's getting me. And so I was just wondering, do you reckon you'd be able to maybe if you took over?
Well, look, man, you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, as they say. Have you heard that saying?
Yeah, he keeps saying it to me.
Write that down, man.
Right.
Write that down. So, yeah, it's one of those things where I think we have to get you into a role before people can see how good/terrible you are, because even we don't know.
Right, okay.
So Jase has got no idea if you're any good. He's just hoping that you'll be his ticket out of here.
So what do we do then?
Well, I've got something that's come across, because obviously I've got the agency. I've got something that's come across my desk that you might be all right for, man. We've got nobody really right for it. So
okay. Well, there we go. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's have a whack at that.
Yeah, we'll have a little run at it after this sick tune. Have you heard this one before, man? It's from this band Blur. Just come out of England.
Oh, wow. No, I've never heard of them.
Turned it up. It's their second song.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It is the Hodaki Big Show, 18 minutes past 5. You've got Keyzie and Minogue here because Hoity J is filming something today. He will be back tomorrow, though.
Interesting thing, development now, just in the last break there, Keyzie massively backstabbing Hoity J, his own acting agent, coming in here moaning to me about all of the roles that Jase has put him forward, and like a fairly classic picky actor, doesn't want to do any of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, the roles are pretty horrible. I mean, I listed them. Most of them
how it starts, man. You don't start at the top. That's the problem with you. What are you, a millennial, a Gen Z, or a Y, or one of those?
Yeah, all of them.
You don't start at the top, brother.
Right, well,
start at the bottom, work your way up. You don't start at the top and stay there.
Well, Mogey, you're supposed to be auditioning to be my new agent.
I know, but I'm just telling you that it's... Well, actually, no, I'm not auditioning to do that. Right. I audition you.
Right.
And what I'm seeing so far is a guy that's picky, that is backstabbing.
I'm not backstabbing.
And is not prepared to have a crack. All right? So that's what I need out of my actors. I need somebody who's prepared to give it a go and put the bloody work in the yards.
Will I be naked?
Are you that man, Keyzie, or not?
Potentially, depending.
Great, all right.
Every
so
scene...
no questions, Keyzie. Just yes, yes, yes. Yes, Mogey, yes. All right?
Yes, Mogey, yes.
Okay, we've got a scene here. We'll run the scene there. This is coming. This is going to be shooting later in the year.
Right.
It's an American production.
Okay.
It's a sports story, sort of like not Gridiron Gang, but The Blind Side. You remember that one?
With Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
They're all pretty much of a muchness, these sorts of films. They're cliched and all that sort of thing, but they get a massive amount of people watching them. People like you love them.
Oh, they're enjoyable.
Oh, people love them.
Yeah.
So let's have a crack at it.
Right.
New Zealand will shoot for the US.
Okay. Do you need any effects or anything?
Well, this is sort of it. And between you and me, I shouldn't probably be reading this one out for you, but this is the climax of the film.
Right. Okay.
It's pretty much the last scene.
Mid-game or something?
Yeah, there's a game. So there's a football game going on. You know, it gets to the end and it's all, oh God.
Yeah, right.
Everything comes down to the final play, Keyzie.
All right. Well,
so you're going to be in this scene.
Okay. Here's the audience, the crowd.
Listen to that. Hey, you can feel the tension. External, gridiron field, evening. The spotlights blast down on the field. The score is tied. Precious time is ticking down, down, down.
Wow.
The quarterback, sweat running down his forehead, gets him behind the line of scrimmage. Blue 42! He looks to the stands where his judgmental father sits, his face a dark brooding cloud.
Right.
Blue 42! He looks to the bleachers where his one true love, Sally, secretly pregnant, clasps her hands tightly together. We need this, she seems to be saying.
Right.
Blue 42! He looks to the NFL scout, his one ticket out of this hellhole.
Right.
Hut! 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 The ball is snapped into his hands. He stumbles and nearly falls, but regathers his feet just in time to avoid a defender. He looks downfield. His receiver is open. This is it. They're going to win. He is going to win. He pulls back his arm like the cannon it is and prepares to launch.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
But suddenly, a deranged sicko with a full mongrel emerges from the crowd and sprints across the field in a state of complete undress. It's Keyzie, the town drongo. He seems completely oblivious to the game going on, but finally spots our star quarterback. He screams moronically.
What are you guys up to? Hang on, I thought you said that this was in from the States.
Yeah.
Did you rewrite it so that it had Keyzie
Oh,
in
you can
it?
use your own name, and that's the thing for you, man. I think you struggle to get into character, so I think we just call the character Keyzie. Because
That's
then
fine.
you read it and you just go, oh, well, that's me.
Well, the question I have is...
Full mongrel, nude, deranged, sicko.
No, we get it. So the question I have is, when the script was sent to you, was that part about a guy with a full mongrel, was that in the script?
That was in there, man. I'm telling you, it's doing the rounds. That has
and
been...
this is the climax of the film.
Oh, yeah.
And so what happens to that chat?
Well, I think you need to go again, because the thing you missed out on there, man, you missed your cue. And if I was the director on set, I'd be saying, cut, no.
Right.
It's written in the script, man. He screams moronically. So it has to be loud and dumb. Okay?
Have a quick crack at it, right? Ready?
Okay, here we go. External gridiron field
Oh, we're doing the
night.
whole thing. Sweet.
The spotlight blasts down on the field. Blue 42! He looks to the stands where his judgmental father, sits. Blue 42! He looks to the bleachers where his one true love, Sally, secretly pregnant, sits, clasping her hands tightly together. Blue 42! He looks to the NFL scout, his one ticket out of this hellhole. Hut! The ball is snapped into his hands. He stumbles and nearly falls, but regathers his feet just in time. He looks down the field. His receiver is open. This is it. He's going to win. He pulls back his arm like the cannon it is and prepares to launch. But suddenly, a deranged sicko with a full mongrel emerges from the crowd. He sprints across the field in a state of complete undress. The crowd gasps. It's Keyzie, the town drongo. He screams moronically. What are you guys up to? What are you guys up to?
Is that all good?
I'm happy to send that off, man.
All right, let's do it.
Really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Really, really good.
Cool, yeah, no. That was great. You know what? Can you be my new agent?
Nah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Where is my mind? It is 5:28 on the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie and Mogey. Jase will be back tomorrow. He's currently away filming some sort of movie about having a massive nose. Now, speaking of movies, Mogey, Gran Turismo is coming out on August 10th. That is a movie based on a PlayStation
Racing
game.
Nanas, eh?
What?
Racing Nanas.
Oh, Gran Turismo. No, it's not. It's based on a very famous PlayStation game made by Sony.
That's a good one. I think the only thing better than the game is this movie.
Well, it's actually also based on a true story about a guy who started out being a gun on the old driving simulator, and then eventually being hired to be a professional racing driver.
Yeah, exactly.
Orlando Bloom's in there. And fun fact, I've actually owned...
How hot? Orlando Bloom.
Oh, hot.
Yeah.
I've actually owned every single Gran Turismo from 1 to 7.
Is that right?
That's true.
Is that true, man?
That's 100% true.
That is a great story.
Why do I... Really?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, oh.
Say that again?
I've owned every single Gran Turismo, and still do own, from 1 through 7.
That is unreal, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
That is a good yarn. That's good content.
Oh, man.
Have you got other stories like that?
Yeah, I've got heaps, man. Maybe we should go for a beer or something at some point.
Fully.
Well, maybe we could go for a beer before going and watch the old Gran Turismo movie. But yesterday we were down at Hampton Downs, which is a racetrack. Me, you, and Hoodie J filmed a whole lot of challenges.
That's right, we did.
One of them we've already seen the edit of, and it looks bloody great. They're going to be coming out on YouTube soon.
YouTube?
On social media soon,
Oh.
sorry. And basically, how this whole competition works is if you would like to win $2,000 cash, you text GT to 3483, followed by either Jase, Mike, or Keyzie.
Yeah.
Whoever you think is going to win the driving challenges.
Yes.
So if Mike...
It's quite interesting, isn't it?
It's a
an
good
interesting
concept.
one. It is a goodie. Yeah, I mean, you think about one of the team doesn't have a driver's license.
Yeah. I wonder
One
who
of the
that is.
team, or does he?
One of the team has milky eyes.
He Look, one of the team was complaining about an inability to see past his honker.
That's right. He needed a boost to see. That was so good.
So I haven't seen the videos, but I'm anticipating it being an entertaining.
Well, here's another one. One of the team has a really cool truck.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
actually,
me.
the Teeter.
No, not
Mogey.
No, not the.
And
Nissan
I've got
Teeter.
the two trucks because I've got the Toyota Aqua as well.
Cool. Japanese hatchbacks. If you would like to win yourself that $2,000, text GT Jase, GT Michael, GT Keyzie through to 3483. The challenges will be coming out on social media soon, and then depending on who wins, that's the prize pool that we will be giving away. Now that film is in cinemas August 10th.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood on the Hodaki Big Show. Keyzie and Mogey here. It is almost 6 o'clock, by the way. Going to play the end of our music there, and
That's a good tune right there.
really good, eh?
Hey, have you got any sort of weather sting? I'm sure you banged one of those up for us at some point.
A weather sting.
Yeah. Just do one now.
Okay, here we go.
That's not good.
Son. Weather chat with Jason Mike. Happy with that?
People at home probably thought you were doing that live, but you weren't. That's something that you've worked on.
I completely forgot that was the weather chat sting.
It was really good.
Yeah, it
so
sounds
probably
good.
why we stopped doing weather chat. That
Maybe.
sting. Yeah.
We should devs do more of it.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to do a little bit of a chat about the weather.
Oh.
Cold, eh?
Oh, is that it? Yeah,
Cold,
yeah.
eh?
It was cold today, 10.
I don't know. Well, it got down to 0.4 in Auckland last night, overnight.
Wow.
Which is the coldest it's been this year.
So, obviously, people down south will be all like, that's not very cold.
Yeah.
But for us Aucklanders, mate, that's
It is
really
cold when it's normally 12 degrees or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. The thing is about not having Jase here is we don't know how he survived. Because he
of his
lives
cold house.
He actually he got the building inspectors come out. The building inspector said an igloo is warmer
Then his house.
than his house.
Yeah. I mean, he needs insulation, doesn't he? Under the floor is what he needs.
Yeah.
And like a heat pump or something.
Yeah, a heater, yeah.
But what he does is moan about it being cold. But then not do anything.
Then
And
does nothing about it.
buys a new wardrobe.
Buys a new wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did he do? Oh, and a new roof. I mean, grow up.
What an
man.
idiot.
Hey.
It's so good not having him here at the moment, actually. So is that just weather chat? Like,
Unless you've got something to add.
well, to be honest, my thing that I was going to add was, man, cold.
Yeah, I know, because we're both sort of on the same thing. But I tell you what, I've got something else to add. Can you play the sting there?
Are you serious? You want me to play it
Yeah.
again? Son. Weather chat with Jason Mike.
Didn't rain today.
Oh, yeah. Look at the bright side.
Wrap it up, Keyzie.
Righto. Coming up after 6 o'clock. Final update on the big poll, which today is sweet and sour sauce or barbecue sauce. And, of course, everyone's favourite segment, What's on TV with old Mogey.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Lincoln Park in the end on the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie and Minogue. Hoodie J back tomorrow. It is just after 6 o'clock, though, so it's time for...
The Big Poll.
That's right, the Hodaki Big Show Big Poll. Today's Big Poll, which is up at the Hodaki Big Show Instagram story. What's your favourite dipping sauce? Is it sweet and sour or barbecue? I'd say this is...
Ooh, what do you reckon, though?
Oh, just looked at it.
What
And-
were you leaning towards?
Sweet and sour, because I'm a barbecue
Yeah.
guy, you're sweet and sour.
Yeah.
I had a feeling sweet and sour is the more iconic duo
Yeah.
with dipping, you know?
Yeah.
Why? What about you?
Yeah, well... Yeah, I thought it'd be pretty even, but probably going the way of sweet and sour as well, to be honest with you.
Can I just say, this is one of the most hard-hitting big polls we've ever done.
Look, the response has been unbelievable.
The text machine, 3483.
It's just people, it's absolutely lit up. Absolutely lit up. People have been dying to get this off their chest for a long, long time. There's a lot of barbecue haters out there, actually.
Heaps of Barbie haters.
No one's bagging sweet and sour.
Wow, I am.
Well, you are, but nobody that, has got good taste.
Can I just say that if there was sweet and sour in front of me right now and some nuggets to dip in it, I would smash it.
Yeah.
But-
you would eat it up.
But
yeah.
given the choice, I'd go barbecue.
Sure.
I say that because sweet and sour has come out on top on the Hodaki Big Show Instagram story. 64% prefer sweet and sour. So it's literally two-thirds in New Zealand.
Two-thirds, yeah.
So take
right.
take that information and do with it what
There
you will.
you go. Oh, my God. People have been hanging out for that. Go about your lives now.
When was the last time you had nuggets?
Pretty recently.
Oh, well, okay.
Pretty recently.
I thought you were vegan.
Yeah, I am. But they've only got chicken in them. And chickens only eat grains. And grains is not meat. And not meat is what vegans eat.
Oh, right. So that's how it works. So you can eat herbivores.
Yeah, yeah.
So like cows.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
A cow that's been eating grass is delicious.
So
a vegan cow, man.
Yeah. So
It's good eating.
You could eat pig as long as it was like vegan verified pig that had just
that's
been
right.
eating grains and stuff.
And they like meat as well, you'll find.
Yeah, but you don't want to eat those
No.
ones.
I
Wow.
refuse to. Yeah. No, you got to stand up for something, man. Hey.
Yeah, fuck. All right, I might try being vegan then.
Yeah. It's not for
good.
everyone.
Oh, shit. You know what I just realised?
Shat yourself.
No. Coming up next is What's on Tally with Mike Minogue. Are you ready?
Oh, my God. Off the back of the old sweet and sour vote.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Tune the Black Crows. She talks to angels on the Hodaki Big Show with Keyzie and Mogey, and it's time for
What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue.
Last night I watched another episode of the Israeli-Palestinian thriller. Would you call it that? Thriller drama-y thing?
Oh, yeah.
Action-y almost. Fauda.
Fauda. What's that on?
It's on Netflix.
Right.
There's 5 seasons of it, and it's rated at 100%. And it's about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict there.
Right.
Bloody good. I think it's going to be really, really good.
And it's subtitled, right?
It is subtitled, which makes it tough for you and your missus, obviously.
Oh, she'll hate
Neither
it,
of you
yeah.
are big readers. And last night I was watching it, I was like, what is going on? Why are these subtitles in brackets? The subtitles also had open and closed brackets on them.
Right.
At the end of each one. And then I noticed, actually these ones don't have any, and I realised that I think the Palestinians had brackets around
2 different languages.
so that you knew who you were looking at, because
Right.
it wasn't always entirely clear.
Is it heavy on action?
There's a good amount of action in it, but there's going to be a good amount of intrigue, and it's quite good. I think the reason why it's so popular is because it's quite even-handed with both sides.
Right, okay.
And yeah, so it's really good. There's a real tragedy strikes when somebody gets killed in the first episode.
Right.
One of the weirder looking humans I've ever seen, to be honest with you.
Oh, no, and they die.
He does, yep, he does. And it's sad because, spoiler alert, it's his wedding day.
Cool.
But God, he's a funny looking bastard.
Sweet. Oh,
And it's actually, I want somebody else to watch it because it's quite distracting.
Wait, how weird looking
Well,
he
if
is.
you're going to have somebody that's weird looking, or as my mother would say, unusual looking.
How weird? Is it like Steve Buscemi?
Oh, he's got a massive wing nut and a couple of bulges, actually. He looks like me. He's like the Palestinian me. He is.
Oh, and he dies. That's a shame.
And he dies. He does. And actually, the more I think about it, he is the Palestinian me. Because his missus is a smoke show.
Right.
And you're thinking to yourself,
how'd you manage
what's
that?
she doing with this? What's she doing with this dude? And then he gets shot, and you're thinking, yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
That's better.
Right, Fauda on Netflix. I didn't watch much last night worth talking about. However, tonight, as I mentioned earlier in the show, I'm going to watch Oppenheimer
Oh, yeah.
at an IMAX theatre, and I've never been to an IMAX theatre before, and I don't know what the hell IMAX is. What even is it?
IMAX. Have you ever seen it?
I've never seen IMAX.
IMAX cinema, so the screen is humongous.
Right.
So I think it's, 10 times the size of a normal
Really?
movie screen?
Wow.
And obviously the sound that goes with it. I would recommend it, but you've probably already bought the tickets.
Yeah, we're in the middle.
Yeah, the middle's no good. You've got to sit up the back, because if you're in the middle, you spend all your time, because the screen is pretty much all around you, so you're sort of looking left and right and up and down. So I've worked out over the last few times, and the first time I did it was Mission Impossible, to sit up the back, and then you're sort of looking... Yeah, it's the best spot.
Right, it's like...
But you can't go wrong. It's going to be a ripper.
Because I had a big TV once in a real small room, and I had to turn my head every time someone was talking.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
watching tennis.
Yeah.
Right,
No
okay.
good, but it's... Yeah, you'll love it.
Really? Okay.
The only problem is it's massively expensive.
Yeah, it was $30 a ticket.
Yeah, I think, the missus and I went, the last one we went to, that with drinks and a popcorn was like $90.
Sweet. Well, I'll let you know how that movie goes, by the way. I just asked someone at work how it was, and he said, oh, it's all good.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So I'm massively excited for it now.
Yeah, man, cool.
Yeah, bloody good. That is What's on Tally with Mike Minogue. Time for some Hole.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, it's a tune. Rolling Stones, Give Me Shelter on the Big Show with Keyzie and Mogey. And Minogue, you much of a ponger?
I used to be a ping ponger, but I have never played a single game of beer pong in my life.
Really?
Not one.
That is a real tragedy.
It is.
Are you interested in playing?
I think the thing about it is, I was it feels like there's an element of sculling involved in beer pong, or there certainly used to be. Has that been eliminated?
It hasn't been eliminated, but what people do now is rather than putting whatever they're drinking into the cups, it's just water.
It's just water,
and then you just have a beer or
on
whatever you're drinking. Of course, drinking responsibly.
Oh, yeah.
And then whenever you hit one in there or they hit it in yours, you just take a sip.
Right, yeah, because it feels like, I think when we would do it, we'd have 9 with waters in them and just 1. Is that how many there are cups?
Yeah.
Is that be about right? And
Yeah.
then 1 with beer.
Right, okay.
And it'll be light. Because
Right.
we'll be drinking responsibly.
Oh, yeah.
So as a result, I haven't played it because I sort of felt like it was a drinking game. And I
Yeah.
used to be into that, and now I'm
right.
old.
Well, to be honest, that version you just described, that sounds like a heap of fun. However, the Kiwi Pong Pro-Am Championships. Now, this isn't just beer pong with your mates. This is the official Kiwi Pong tournament representing New Zealand. It's happening again in Auckland on Saturday, September 2nd. And we've got a whole heap of free team passes. So if you'd like to enter with you and a mate, text Pong to 3483.
Yeah.
The reason you want to do that, Mogey, is because the winners of this tournament will then win entry into the International Beer Pong competition in Bali next year with 2 return flights, 4 nights accommodation transfers, and 10 million of the local currency in spending money.
See, I told you there was going to be millions at some point, and it's not even $1 million, it's $10 million.
Well, it's not dollars,
10
it's
million
rupee.
New Zealand dollars.
Rupiah, apparently.
Unbelievable.
And that's on spending $10 million just in spending money.
That's pretty good. That's a great prize, because we did that thing with the tradie wars there.
Yeah.
And what was it, the plumbers that won it back to back?
Yeah, they were guns, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd imagine that they'll be turning up, but this is open to people from all walks of life, not
That's
just
right.
the trades.
And all you have to do is text Pong to 3483, get yourself a free entry, and hopefully get yourself over to Bali thanks to leader New Zealand and the home of the lasagna topper.
How exciting. Do you think they've got lasagna toppers in Bali?
I hope so.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Well, there you go, New Zealand. The Hodaki Big Show done and dusted for your Thursday. Jase will be back on deck tomorrow. Mike, what's the plan tonight?
A bit more work, actually. I've got some exciting stuff to crack on with tonight. Watch a bit more fowder. Eat some tuna on crackers.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds sick. So you're going home to work and eat tuna and crackers?
Yeah.
Sick.
And watch fowder.
Fowder.
Which I probably won't do. I'll run out of time.
Yeah, you'll be in bed by 8.
Reeking of tuna.
I've got hanging out with my mates tonight, going to the theatre to see Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Let you know how that goes.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'll take all that advice from earlier in the show on board, and I will execute all of it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man.
Yes.
I might come along as well, man. Is that all good?
But then
I could be a fourth wheel.
But then that wouldn't be an awkward.
I could be a single wheel just looking at 3 wheels.
Right.
I'll sit behind you.
Yeah, cool. That would
Right
be weird.
behind you.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd
Okay.
be really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll be back again tomorrow from 4 o'clock. Make sure you check out the Hodaki Big Show podcasts, available wherever you get your potties from. And, of course, the Hodaki Big Show Instagram. Up next, Greg Preble. See you later.
Thanks, mate.